Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and welcome to episode 20 of the Taylor Talks Crochet podcast. I'm so glad to have you guys here today. I have not filmed in almost 3 weeks. It has been a crazy March. I didn't post for about 2 weeks. And so a lot of the videos that are coming out right now are from quite a while ago, but they're still good. I didn't want to just let them go to the wayside, you know? So when I'm filming this, it is March 22nd, and I have so many WIPs. I have so many WIPs, and I'm kind of embarrassed. This is not a WIP parade. I did finally frog things that have needed to be frogged for so long last night. I tell you, when me and my best friend, when she goes, okay, we're gonna be productive, I gotta do this and then I gotta do this, and I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do? And then I finally do the stuff that I've been putting off. So today I'm going to tell you about some projects that I have been able to finish, and then I'm going to show you some of the WIPs that I have started working on, and one acquisition that I'm so excited to tell you about. But first things first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I finally settled on an uploading schedule. I'm going to be uploading videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday every single week, talking about more fiber related content, putting out more tutorials, and just a little bit of bookish things. So if that sounds cool to you, give this video a like and let's hop in. The first thing that I'm going to show you is the biggest. I did finish the blanket for my other roommate. So I live with my best friend and then we have another roommate, and their birthday is coming up in June. And so this is probably the easiest blanket pattern that I make all the time pretty much. It's just what could be considered potato chip crocheting. I've heard the term potato chip knitting because, what is it, Taylor Earl on YouTube says that about when you can just knit in a round, you just keep going and going and going. So that's kind of how I feel about making this blanket. It's just all double crochet, and I made it using scraps of white, gray, and red that I had in my stash. And these blankets are just so nice. For me, with the speed in which I crochet, they can take me about a week if I'm really working on them. Our other roommate's birthday isn't until June, and that's already done, so that's kind of nice. The next thing is another raglan sweater, but I'm super excited because this is going to be a springtime sweater. So this is made using Karen cotton cakes in the colorway, I want to say it's called Calico Flowers or something, or Desert Flowers, something like that. It's a very muted rainbow. It's a little bit cropped. The fiber content is, I want to say 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It's super nice. It's so lightweight, and I just know it's going to be perfect, airy, breathable for, maybe a chillier summer day or maybe around a bonfire. I can't wait to get to wearing this. I've wanted to make myself one of these sweaters for a long time. I crocheted it with a 5mm crochet hook. And yeah. All of these ends need to be woven in. I don't want to hear it. It's so bad. It's so bad. I just see this right here. Most of these are done. They just need the ends woven in. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't. Okay. Next thing is a sneak a peek top. This pattern is by Passionate Kelsey on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I made this using Red Heart Super Saver stripes in retro stripes with a 5mm crochet hook. Wow, I don't know why that felt like such a jumbled mouthful, but I know that she makes all of her crop tops with cotton. This is only the second sneak a peek top that I've made with acrylic, but it does work really well. I did not have any problems with this the entire night that I wore it. I can insert a picture of me wearing it here along with the next thing. But yeah, I really don't have much to say. I really love the pattern. I always love, I've made so many sneak peek tops. I think that they are just so fun, so easy to wear. The next thing is the bottom to that outfit. I made this for my recent trip to New Orleans. Me and my friend went to a rave, and I was like, a rave? I need to make something fun! So I made this skirt. It is a relatively simple, like, skirt. It doesn't have any sort of, like, tie. Well, it has a tie in the front here, but it just, like, slips up over the butt. And I do plan on making a pattern for this skirt. It wouldn't look exactly like this. It's gonna look more like the other skirt that I'm gonna show you that I made. This one took so long and so much yarn. I used a 5.5mm crochet hook, and the way that I made it, this is just like a little heavy for my preference, but you would think like the band really does stretch out because it is acrylic. It does stretch out a lot when you're trying it on, but I put in this little like mesh row here so that I could slip a chain through it, and once that was tied, I had no problems the whole night. The second outfit I made was with Red Heart Super Saver stripes in the colorway Fruity Stripe. I have wanted to use this for so long. I'm in love with this colorway so much. It just reminds me of like fruit punch. I put on the outfit, and I was like, I feel like a Birds of Paradise. It's just so cute. So this is more of what I want the skirt pattern to look like. It has, as you can see, the mesh with the chain there. It's not nearly as like big and floofy, and then it also has kind of like these ruffles, I guess, on it. And like, I'm just in love with the way this turned out. Same thing, once this top part was tied, I had no problems. I even wore this out on Bourbon Street, so and she lasted so well. It was amazing, and I can't wait to make more of these. I do plan on putting out a pattern and a tutorial on my channel of this. And yeah, just so fun, so fun. And then this next one is a shrug or bolero half top. I really don't know what to call these. Some people call them sleeves. But so I wore the skirt with a pair of biker shorts underneath, and then a black tank top, and then this over top. It was a little bit hot. These are 100% acrylic, but it wasn't as bad as some people would think it was. I used a 6mm crochet hook with this, and I used a 6 for the skirt as well. And it is just the simple like mesh stitch, treble crochet, chain 1, so on, so on. I want to put out a pattern for this as well and a tutorial, and then have like little rave sets. So those are all of my finished objects. I do have one acquisition that I want to show you guys, and that'll lead us into our works in progress. So of course, when I was down in Louisiana, I had to see what yarn shops there were. Oops. But so there was this place called the Bayou Yarn Shop in Lafayette, Louisiana, and they had this beautiful colorway. I know it looks really similar to this. I promise it's not the same. This beautiful colorway by this company called Cattails Yarn. It's hand dyed in Covington, Louisiana. It's in the colorway Crawfish Boil, and it was an exclusive for the Bayou Yarn Shop. So I fell in love, and in tailor fashion, so I bought 4 skeins, and here is what almost 3 of them look like. So I am making another Coliseum top. I don't know why. It's just a perfect pattern to crochet hand-dyed yarn with. like crocheting hand-dyed yarn, I don't want to say is taboo because I guess I've never heard anybody like say like don't do that, but like I think there's like an unspoken rule that like hand-dyed yarn is for knitting. I don't know, maybe that's just like my own thought in my brain, but I bought 4 skeins of this, and it's hard because like crocheting takes up to 20% more yarn than knitting does, and so to buy hand-dyed yarn and then crochet with it, you need to buy more, you know, and it's already an investment. But I'm almost done with the first sleeve. I should probably measure that. It's looking a little long. But it's just so beautiful. And like, I decided not to opt for like the more coverage one. So like this one, I did double crochets through my more middle part. And since I probably will wear this same black bralette, I just figured I would just go all the way down doing the same pattern. I'm hoping to have a little bit left over after the sleeves so I can make the bottom a little bit longer, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough for both sleeves because once it blocks, it always like stretches a little bit, but I think at this point, since it is a bit tighter, it comes, I think, just right past my belly button, and I would like it to be just like a little bit longer. But so I bought 4 skeins of those, and then I already started a WIP, so that'll bring us right into more WIPs. So next thing, I purchased a mandala pattern, mandala crochet pattern for the first time from Astro. I don't remember. She used to be called Hemp by Steph. I don't remember what her new name was. And so I bought the one for her poncho pattern, but then she's also doing a cape, which looked about the same, but just had like granny stitches on the end. And so I decided that I didn't have enough of this lavender brushed to do the 4 panels of the poncho. So I decided to make some granny stitches around the edge, and I might have to make them bigger because it just doesn't seem big enough, but I have some white that I could probably put on the end there, and then use the white as like tassels and stuff, and then have like a little cape for myself. I did not buy the pattern. I'm pretty sure hers is in testing right now. So like I'm gonna put her Instagram down below and like go check her out. I basically just like looked at it and was like, well, I have this, so let me try this. But it is inspired by that, so let that be known. But then I do have panels for the poncho. So here, oh gosh, isn't it so beautiful? I am so obsessed. The fact that I've never tried mandala crochet before, because this looks difficult, doesn't it? Like it does I mean, I thought it was going to be so much more difficult than it was. And so I have my 4 panels here. All I need to do is stitch them together. And for this one I used Red Heart Ombre in the colorway oh my god, what is Nemo live in? An anemone. God. I've been talking for too long. But yeah, so I have my 4 panels here, and I want to put them all together. And I want to make more of these so bad. I have more like ombre yarn that I can definitely use, but I need to finish my WIPs. Oh my gosh, I am not allowed to start a new project until I start finishing some of these. I'm like so aggravated with myself. And of course I needed a knitting project, so oh my gosh. This is I'm sure you can tell what it is when I hold it up. It's a Sub Pop tee. Alright, so this is literally just the beginnings of a Sub Pop tee. We got the collar done and we're starting the raglan increases. I think I'm on row 3 or 4. It's super, super soft. There's really not much to say about this. This is Malabrigo's Jupiter colorway. I have 4 skeins of this. I plan on making it a long sleeve shirt. So next thing is just the startings of a sock. This is with Premier Fruits socks in the colorway Grape. I love how intense this purple is, and I just can't wait to get I want to get off the cuff. I don't like ribbing. I don't mind crochet ribbing, but I do not like other ribbing. I think I'm knitting this on a 2. Look at my little stitch stoppers. They're little cold coffees. Last thing is something that I started on my way to Chicago, and it's going to be a sweater dress. So I'm crocheting this with a 6mm crochet hook, and I'll have to actually put it on. But so I had like 4 skeins of this big twist tweed. I think this is like green, DK green is what it's called. And it's like a very weird like green gray color. Crocheting it with a 6mm crochet hook, and I think it's just gonna turn out really well. I'm excited. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below how many WIPs you think you might have, and if you are actually going to try and finish them before you start more. Please subscribe to the channel for more fiber related content like this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.